Hi and welcome back to Perpetual Fitness Training. My name is Holly and today we just have a really quick yoga session. It won't be any longer than 30 minutes. I have a massage therapy appointment to go to, and these are not the nice relaxing spa massage therapy appointments. These ones tend to be a little bit on the painful side. So the more relaxed and the more stretch that I can show up to her in, then the better the session goes, and the more release I get through the muscles, and it tends to not hurt quite as much because those muscles have been stretched out and they're not in these just big tight knots. So really all you need today is a mat, and maybe not even that. You can do these, anywhere. You do need a soft place to lay down though. I'm just wearing regular clothes. My pants do have some stretch to them, so make sure that you're not wearing anything really constrictive when you do these. You definitely want something that'll move with you. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, you ready? These are my favorite, just these really quick yoga sessions. I don't feel like I'm devoting a lot of time to it, but it's something that does help me to relax and get those muscles, especially if it's, after a really hard workout and I just need a little stretch. I love to do these quickies. So let's go ahead and start at the very front of the mat. I want your feet hip width apart. I want your tailbone tucked, your tummy tight. Let's lift that heart. Just roll those shoulders up, back, and down, palms forward, space between that chin and chest. If you have yoga music, I do recommend that you put it on right now. And I just want you to bring your awareness to your breath. Not that you're changing the way that you're breathing, but that you're just being aware of that breath. Now with your eyes closed, on your next inhale, I want you just to bring those arms all the way up. Reach for the ceiling. You can open your eyes here and then arms out to the side. We're just going to take a nice slow swan dive into a forward fold. In forward fold, those feet should be hip width apart. Your legs, I would like to be straight. You can take those hands up to the body or a block if you have one. If you cannot reach the floor, let the crown of the head drop, and we're just holding here. We're feeling the stretch through the back of the legs. We're going to take just a couple times to go through this nice slow warm up. Let's take it back with the right foot. Big step, hips drop. Hold here. We're going to drive or pull that left leg back coming into plank. And we're just going to take it right up into downward dog. No reason to do chaturanga flow. We're just trying to release some tension through the muscles. Let's take those feet together in the middle of the mat. I want you to take that right foot back. You're going to hold here. If you can, just open up the hips. Maybe you can take a heel in. Breathe. That left heel is trying to touch the floor. Your shoulders are away from the ears. And let's go ahead and swing this left foot in between those hands all the way forward to the front of the mat. If you can't step up, it's knees down. Bring that leg forward. Extend that leg back. Shoulders relaxed, tummies tight. You can be on the floor, you can be on the thigh, or you can be to the inside. Let's go ahead and push off with that back leg. Forward fold. Tummy tight, inhale, reverse swan dive up. Keeping those shoulders relaxed. Hands come into your heart in prayer. Inhale up, reach. Reach those fingertips out, swan dive, forward fold. Let's come up halfway on this one, hands to your shins, flat back looking forward. Pull that belly in tight, and let's go ahead and take it all the way down. Stepping back with the left, hips drop, shoulders relax. Tummy tight, let's drive this leg back, plank, find your plank, and then lift up, downward dog. Shoulder blades relax away from the ears, tailbone up to the ceiling, tummy tight. Now let's just jog those heels, one and then the other, at your pace. If you have long hair, I do recommend you just kind of clip it back out of the way. I just pulled my bangs off to the side so that I can see, not have my hair get in my face. Perfect, back into a downward dog. We're going to take those feet together in the center, reach back, open up. Oh, you know what? That's the same leg. Reach back with the left, open up, heel in, tummy tight. I was just testing y'all, making sure you're paying attention. And let's go ahead and bring this foot forward again, down to the knees if you need to. Bringing that foot into that runner's lunge. Pushing off with that back foot, forward fold. Now, if you just finished a workout, you don't need to go through this beginning part. This is just for those that are starting out really cold. And inhale, reverse swan dive. You can also use those thighs, hands to the thighs, and slowly round out. Exhale, slowly coming down. Inhale, reaching up. Swan dive, forward fold. We're going to hold it right here, crown of the head drops. I want you looking at those thighs or those knees. All right, we're going to bend the right knee. So now all the stretch is happening on this left side. It's going to be intense. Working through the hamstring. One more cycle of breath, and inhale and an exhale. And now we're going to switch. Bend the left, sink into that right. Let that head just drop. Focus on your breathing. Really pull that air in. Now I want those breaths to become deeper. Slowing that heart rate down. Relaxing the tension around the eyes. And let's take both legs straight and just hold. All right, we're going to add a little twist to this. So we're going to bend the right knee. We're going to take this right hand, and we're either going to come to the left, in front of the left foot on the floor, maybe onto the thigh, or excuse the thigh, the shin, or maybe up to the thigh. Either way, just please don't place your hand on the knee. You're going to drop one hand. Now the left hand is going to come to your hip. You're going to drop that right shoulder, tummy tight. You're going to turn. You're going to look to the side, pulling back on the left shoulder. If you can, arm comes up. If it's out to the side, I want you to place your hand back on that hip and work on rotating through that shoulder. Now you are in a twist, so breathing is a bit more difficult, but focus on the breath. Let that head relax. Close your eyes if you can. Try to focus on relaxing. One more time, big inhale. And an exhale. And let's go ahead and switch. So now we're going to bend the left. We're going to take the left hand in front of the right foot. We're going to take that right hand to the hip. You're going to bend that knee, drop that left shoulder, tummy tight, and just look over that right shoulder. Maybe the arm comes up, maybe it stays on the hip. Relax the head and just breathe. Trying to keep that tummy tight. One more time, inhale, and an exhale. Coming back into that forward fold, crown drops. Hopefully you're starting to feel now a little more release through the hamstrings. All right, we're going to step back into plank. And then from plank, just take those knees directly down. So the knees should be right underneath the hips. The wrists should be right underneath those shoulders. And one of the biggest or tightest places I have in my body is my back. I have scoliosis, so I tend to get very tight back there. So a lot of these exercises that I do help to open up the spine. So let's start with extended puppy. You're going to reach those hands out. At first, I just want you to place the palms down. You're keeping the hips up as you drop the chest toward the floor. You're trying to take those nipples down to the floor. Let the forehead touch the floor. Once you're in this position, you have to relax through your shoulders. And then if you can, you start to walk those fingertips away without drawing the shoulders into the ears. Press the shoulder blades away. And just hold here and think about pushing the chest toward the floor. If you can get the chest to actually touch the mat, it'll probably be a chin down move for you. I'm not quite there, so mine is still forehead down. Focus on that breath. One more set of breath. Big inhale. Slow exhale. And tummy tight. We're just going to slowly walk this back up into tabletop. Right now we're going to do a twist. So from tabletop, we're going to go ahead and take the left hand behind the right with those left fingers pointing to the side. You're going to slowly walk that left hand out. Those fingers just slowly walk out as you drop that left shoulder down. The head releases. You can stay right here, or you can plant that hand so the right hand is planted and you start to twist, and maybe you can look up at the ceiling. Keep that tummy tight. I want you to feel the stretch in the back. You're feeling the stretch in between the shoulder blades, kind of right around that shoulder blade as well. So in between and across the left shoulder blade. Breathe as deeply as you can. I like to hold this one a little bit longer. It's right where my scoliosis is, so I really like to try to get this one released. One more time. Big exhale. All right, we're going to gently take it up. So tighten the core first as you come up, and then we're going to go ahead and switch it. So now we're going to take the right hand. We're going to walk that right hand out as we drop that right shoulder down. Let the head relax. Tummy's nice and tight. And then we're going to go ahead and plant that left hand as we try to turn, maybe looking over that left shoulder, and just hold here. You may find one side tighter than another. That's very common. One more time, big inhale. And exhale, and just gently come back up into this tabletop position. Okay, from here, I'm just going to walk those knees out. I'm going to slowly come on down to the belly. I'm going to come into Sphinx. So my shoulders and elbows are lined up. My elbows right underneath the shoulders. Palms are flat, tummy tight, top of the feet to the mat. I'm just going to lift and try to look forward. Shoulders are relaxed. Breathe into your belly. Push those hip bones into the mat. Relax those shoulders down. Focus on that breath. One more time. Now you are welcome to stay here. You're welcome to take it down a little bit, especially if you're feeling it in that low back. Or if you'd like to, come on up to those hands and come on into it deeper. Shoulders down. Breathe. If there's any pain, I want you to back out of this. And let's slowly release it down. We're just going to relax the left side of the face to the mat, release the shoulders, release the glutes, and just hold here for a moment. And let's go ahead and gently come back up into that Sphinx position. We're going to take the right hand into the chest. The left is going to parallel it. You're going to slowly walk those hands out and you stay in the center. This is called the knot. Just going to exhale and release it down, getting into the shoulder. One more set of breath. Big inhale. And exhale. You're just going to slide those arms as you move side to side, bringing them back in parallel to each other. Then you're going to walk out that right, bring in that left, and it's the same movement. Just walking those hands away. You're in the center. We're not listing to the left or to the right. Right in the middle. And then you exhale and just release that body weight. Relax through the glutes. Focus on the breathing. One more time, inhale. And exhale. And then just slide those arms back together. All right, come on down, and we're gonna release that right cheek down, and we're just gonna hold here, releasing the glutes just for a moment. Stretching a little bit through that neck. And then let's go ahead and take those hands on either side of the chest. Bring that gaze back to the mat. Push up, and then let's go ahead and just sit back in child. So just keep walking it back. I don't have my block today, so I'm just gonna go as far as my knees will let me. Let my head drop, and I'm just gonna hold here. You can also take the big toes together and the knees wide. Sometimes this will take more pressure off the knee. You can get a little deeper. It's also great if you're pregnant. You can make room for baby. Inhale. And on the exhale, let's just gently come up. All right, we're going to come into a seated position, facing the camera, facing your screen, up nice and tall, into just a comfortably seated position, whatever that may be for you. We're going to sit up nice and tall. I want you to roll those shoulders up, back and down. We're going to take that right arm out. We're going to use that left hand to just gently bring that arm across, dropping that shoulder down. Big inhale. Trying to relax through the shoulders. Exhale. All right, now we're going to take the same arm. We're going to reach back behind us, trying to get that elbow pointed up at the ceiling. Gently pull. And you're going to pull and kind of bring it to the center of the head, of the back of the head. But I don't want you to tuck that chin. I want you to lift that chin up. Shoulders relaxed. So this is tricep in through the shoulder as well. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Release it down. Let's go ahead and switch, reaching out with the left. The right arm pulls it across, shoulder drops. It comes across the chest. And you're kind of pulling the arm in and pushing your chest out. You should feel that through the shoulder, through the rear delt, maybe even into the upper back. Just depends on where you're tight. One more breath. Ooh, that's tight today, and release. Take that arm up and over. This is the side that has my torn muscle in it, so shoulder down, head center, elbow points up to the ceiling, and just hold it here. So this one I really feel, especially when it's aggravated. Just use your breath to control. Never going to the point of pain, although it is a pull. I am not in any pain. That is important to understand. Pain is a sign from your body to stop. And release. All right, take it down. So now what we're going to do is a deeper stretch for what we just did. If the stretch that I have you moving into is too much for you, I want you to repeat the series we just did. Okay, you can choose to do the tricep or you can choose to do the shoulder. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to turn around because this really is easier if you look from the back. So you're going to reach up either the right or left, and you're going to just come and try to touch those hands into the center of the back. You're going to then take the other, and the back of the hand is touching your back. And then you're just going to slowly walk those hands up. You're trying to get them to touch in the center. I want that head to come to the center, looking forward, space between your chin and chest. Drop those shoulders down. Point that top elbow up at the ceiling, the bottom elbow toward the floor, and just hold here. You could feel this through both hands or through both shoulders. It may only be one. It may just strictly be through the arm muscles and not at all through the shoulder. Breathe. No pain. A gentle pull. You feel that almost burn, but no pain. And release. Nice and slow. Shake it out. Now we're going to do the opposite arm. So the opposite arm comes up top, reaches for the center of your spine, back of the hand to the back, and then slowly walk it up. So you can see on this shoulder where I have that tear, It's just not as flexible. So I can't reach, but that's okay. I'm just gonna stay right here and I'm gonna hold it because I feel the stretch. I'm not in any pain, making sure I don't get to that point. I have a big old grapefruit under my chin, not allowing that chin to fall toward my chest. One more breath, and exhale, release. Ooh, now if you have a strap, it's a great prop to use for that one because you're holding the strap in the top hand and then you grab a hold of it with that bottom hand and you can walk those hands a little closer together and it does help significantly. All right, tummy's in nice and tight. I just want to take the chest down and hold here. And then just slowly move side to side. This is just opening up through that low back. As you move to the right, you're pushing the left hip down. As you move to the left, you're pushing that right hip down, pushing it toward the floor or away from your body. And then come to the center. And if you can't just reach those hands out, you can let that head drop and just round over the back or over those legs. So the back is rounded. Maybe you can drop those elbows down. Maybe not. And then tummy tight, you're gonna slowly roll back up. All right, we're gonna extend those legs out. So this is called staff position. Straight legs, feet flexed, you're up nice and tall. If you're rounded, hands back, lifting that heart up, and you're using those hands to walk that chest toward those thighs, or you're using a strap. If you can be up nice and tall right here, you're just gonna walk those hands down those legs. Let that head just drop, shoulders relax, and hold here. Inhale, slowly coming up. All right, let's take that right over the left. So the right foot just comes to the outside of the left knee. We're gonna hug in with the left arm. The right hand comes behind. We're gonna lift our chest, tummy tight, and you're wringing out your core. Reach and try to look behind you, keeping that extended foot flexed, shoulder out of the ear. Pull that leg in so you get the stretch here, and then the twist so that you get the benefits of that core twist, mobility through the spine, massaging the organs. Breathe as deeply as you can. Again, we're in that twist, so it's a little difficult. Coming back to the center. Now another tight thing I have is my T-band. I have a lot of tight things. I T-band very common, so let's go ahead and we're going to take that left hand and we're going to grab the pinky toes of the right foot. You may need a strap here. You're going to straighten out that leg as much as you can. Up nice and tall, we're going to sweep that right arm and we're going to turn and try to look over that right arm. As we do that, we're taking this leg across the body until you feel that IT band. And release it, and let's go ahead and switch. Same thing. Foot across the knee. Hug in with that right, left hand behind, lift your heart, big inhale. Exhale, pull that leg in as you turn and twist. If you have the flexibility, you can use that elbow instead. Shoulder down, foot is flexed. Breathing, trying to twist through that core. And then releasing, coming back to the center. Using that right hand to grab those left pinky toes. You're up nice and tall, flat back, straight a leg as you can take. The straighter the better. That's how you get that IT band. Arm comes out, maybe pull that leg across. Breathe. Now this can be a lot of hamstring too, so if you feel it there, that's why. Relax those shoulders. And release and come back to the center. I just want you to scoot up to the mat. Extend those legs out again, and then go ahead and place one ankle above the other knee. Lean back, plant that foot And now you're just going to start to scoot your glutes toward the heel until you feel the hip, right? So until you feel that right hip flexing that right foot, hold here. If you can get all the way up, you're going to be in a cradle hold, pulling everything in, being up nice and tall. Now I'm just going to stay right here for now. Exhale, relax. We're almost there. One more time, inhale. And exhale, scooting back, extend those legs. Woo, a little shake, and now the other side, so ankle above. Plant that foot, hands on either side, up tall, pressing, shoulders down. Try to relax through that face. This is a short yoga session, but you can still get those benefits. Even just a minute of slow, controlled breathing can really do wonders for your blood pressure, through your stress level. So be very mindful of your breath. Relax your shoulders, release the tension through your face. One more time. And then exhale. All right, let's slowly release that. Perfect. All right, take those legs out straight. Tummy tight, slowly coming down onto your back. Perfect. We need to do a low back twist. So bending those knees, we're going to just cross the left over the right. Hands on either side like a T, or it could be up in a goalpost, either way. You're going to lift up on the right toes, and you're going to drop that right hip toward the floor. Now, if you are new to yoga, you may need to skip this step. Okay, this is for people who have a lot more mobility in their low back. If you don't have that mobility, you're just going to start from this beginning position here and drop those legs. But if you'd like, up on the right toe, drop the right hip, and then begin that twist. The rule, the left shoulder cannot come off the mat. When you're stopped moving, you're going to turn your gaze to that left, shoulders relax. Try to release any tension through that body that's holding those legs up. We want gravity to pull those legs toward the floor. Give me one more cycle of breath. Inhale. And an exhale. Now I want you to take your head center, pull your belly in nice and tight. You can use your hands to help your legs, or take your legs up one at a time. And then plant the feet. Readjust. Right over left. Up on the left toes, left hip down. Dropping those legs to the left. Right shoulder stays glued. Look off to the right. Go ahead and close your eyes. Release the tension through the body. Nothing is holding up the knees. Let gravity pull them toward the floor, releasing the tension through the spine. Try to keep that tummy pulled in. Exhaling. One more cycle of breath. Inhale. And exhale, head center, tummy tight. And then one at a time, lift those legs back up. Let's bring the knees into the chest. Oh, that feels so good. And then drop that low body down and just side to side on that low back. And now we're just going to do little circles. Your tummy's tight. We're just going one way and then the other. And then plant those feet. I'm just going to roll over onto my side fetal position. Just hold this place for just a second. And then slowly press yourself up. Coming into a comfortably seated position. Maybe that's legs out. Maybe that's here. Maybe it's in easy pose. Up nice and tall. Shoulders relax. Just take a moment. Just take a moment for you. Close your eyes. Focus on that breath. Maybe your first finger and thumb are touching. Maybe you have the palm up. Maybe it's down. Your heart is lifted, those shoulders are down. Think about relaxing all the tension through the face, through the shoulders. Big exhale. Just let it go. Big inhale. Another big exhale. Let's do that one more time. Big inhale. Big exhale. Hands into prayer. Namaste. Thank you all for joining me for this little quick yoga work. Have a wonderful, blessed day.